Evita and Juan Perón lived. Do you guys know who they are?
Yeah.
Do we all know? Yeah. Great. So Evita and Juan Perón had their palace here. It was called Palacio Venezuela, which is why we have the monuments to Evita right behind us. We will go around so you can see it in a bit. But yeah, so this is where they had their house. Their house was demolished after Evita died.
Any particular reason, do you know?
Well, the thing is, so after she died and after Perón resigned, there was a military dictatorship and they were not keen on Evita at all. They did not like her. So Evita supporters wanted to build a mausoleum here, and the military dictatorship was not keen on that at all. So they knocked it down, and the legal excuse was that they were going to build a national library. Prior to prior to this being built, as you said it right?
Yeah, I'm just two things at once. Multitasking.
You sure?
Yeah,
good on you, but you don't. Okay, good.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry to interrupt.
No problem.
So yeah, so it used to be here, but they said, all right, we're going to build a national library, so we're going to knock down the palace. They started planning it in 1961, but they only opened it in 1992. Took them it took them 31 years to complete it. Prior to that, the National Library was in Parliament or in Congress. We will be there later today. But yeah, so every single book or newspaper that is printed in the country has to give these guys a copy because it's the National Library. So if you have to do research on anything Argentina, then this is the place to start, because it's got copies of absolutely everything, and it's actually a very nice building. As we were saying with her, it is a brutalist design, and we've got a couple of other buildings that look like this, especially a complex that is called Ciudad Universitaria. They wanted to move all the campuses of the University of Buenos Aires to the one site, but they couldn't quite do it, because the thing is, right now the Uni of Buenos Aires has got 300,000 students, so that would be a pretty massive commute, and it would just be extremely crowded if they moved everyone there. But the buildings at Ciudad Universitaria look exactly like this, they're just much, much bigger. So yeah, and in fact from up there you might even be able to see the river, and you get a decent panoramic view of the area. And most of it is actually underground. It's not as, it goes on underground. It's got like, I don't really know how many levels, it's got about 7 levels underground, and it's really genuinely massive. It feels small from here, but you have to go up there and then it still goes on and on. It's just a ridiculously large building, even if it doesn't look like that from here. And does anyone get an idea of what it's supposed to resemble? Go on, give us anyone.
Spaceship?
That's it, exactly. No, that's
really?
it. Yeah. It's, for some reason, it's supposed to resemble a spaceship. So, yeah.
Cool. I've watched way too much Star Trek.
That is correct, though. You've got it spot on. So it is supposed to resemble a spaceship. And the National Library, although not at this site, but in general, has been around for slightly over 200 years now. You can see you've got the thing there, so, you know, you probably could have told that yourselves. But yeah, it's been at, like we said, it used to be, well, the original site was near Parliament, then they moved it into the Parliament House, and then they moved it here.